don't really know that much about these cases, but I'm just going to go through them real quick. So, first one here is going to be the Delphi murders of Abby and Libby. So, with that, Richard Allen, who had recently been arrested and for the accounts of two murders, but they haven't told him why. They haven't told him like, "Hey, we found a murder weapon, and that's why." They haven't told him
Oh,
anything as to why. So today they had a court hearing saying like, "This is ridiculous. You either need to give concrete evidence that my client is responsible, or you need to basically, say, hey, we're dropping the charges." So they today put into place that there was going to be a bond hearing, but it's not until February 17th.
okay.
This guy has been in prison since October 26th, and if he's innocent, he's going to spend Christmas, Thanksgiving, all that in jail.
Wow.
Here's the thing, the police have already said twice that they got the guy.
Twice. Twice. So he's said they've gotten him twice, but they haven't really actually got him, obviously.
No, no, no. They've charged two other people with the murders of Abby and Libby.
Oh, okay.
So this is the third person.
So they're just charging random people, like at the moment. That's what it makes it sound like.
No, no. I mean, it's not random. I mean, he claimed that he was there at the time. He was at the same place that the girls were at
Hmm.
the scene of the crime, but they honestly like pushed him off and were like, "Ah, he's innocent. Like we have we have no reason to believe that he did this." So years later, now they're coming back and being like, "Oh, well, maybe this guy does."
Oh.
What's kind of interesting though,
Well,
um,
like, what are they? Why do they now claim that this guy might be having something?
we don't know. Their court records are sealed, and they're going to stay sealed
Okay, so we really don't know
for
anything at
now.
the moment until they do something more with the
Uh,
court session.
so
Interesting.
either the judge it, or it will just stay. I mean, stay sealed the whole way.
Wow. That'd be
But
interesting. I hope they
what really
release
gets,
something then.
I hope so. I'm just going to go into this a little bit more. Why are the court records sealed? So the judge in Indiana could, I mean, he did. He made that decision today on Tuesday, because I wrote this yesterday. But um, he was charged two counts of murder for Abby and Libby. Libby was 14, Abby was 13, and they were sealed on the request of the local prosecutor. I mean, this is a big case, so yeah, it's been
Wow.
talked about a lot. So getting the media input and then having a fair trial, that's going to be hard to do. So I understand that. So, but like at the same time, if he doesn't even know why. He doesn't even know why he has been arrested for this. So
Really?
like,
Haven't
yeah,
informed him yet?
no,
They're
they
like trying to
haven't
keep
told
it
him.
a secret from him?
Well, yeah, that's what a sealed record is. But they're doing it even from him. They're not doing it from the public. They are doing
That's
it
so
from
weird.
everyone,
That's so
including
weird.
him,
Why would he not be allowed to know what he supposedly did if he supposedly did something?
because they're hoping that he'll come up and with a confession and say, "Oh wait, so you
Oh.
have the murder weapon? Okay, so let me think. Is it a knife? Okay, okay, so it was a knife. Okay, oh, was the blade like dull? Like so they're and you know
They're
what? And
hoping he
what's
fills in
sad
the blanks.
though is that a lot of false confessions can come of this. Like people are locked up in jail for a long time, and then they are drilling them, and
Yeah.
some people just are like, fine, fine, whatever, I did it, like
Let
because
me
they're
say
the
something that I said how I did it.
yeah. So
That makes
I don't
sense. That makes
know.
sense.
There's a there's just there's a Yeah. I mean, and this is a small town too, so like everyone's like, we need justice, you know. So,
Of course, they want justice.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. There was this there was this other murderer
Hmm.
in Britain. He ended up murdering two girls. He got caught for it. He was sentenced to prison. He's out, and he
Okay.
was at like the girls' search parties.
Okay.
He was at Abby's and Libby's search party.
Okay, so that makes him more suspicious than ever before. Because, like, if he was
Yeah.
at Abby's and Libby's, like, he was obviously telling people not where to look. If he was also at the other two girls, because, like, I'm sorry, that's what I would do if I was a murderer. I'd be like, yeah, let me go to the search party and make them not look where I found them.
Well, a lot of killers actually do that. They actually show up at the search parties or a funeral or something like that, just to kind of see everyone's reaction.
That's crazy. They're so
So,
psychologically warped.
I mean, here's that's the thing. Like, okay, do they even have the right guy? Was there more than one person?
Mhm.
I don't know. It's super odd in that. So yeah, so the judge has like right now they're still, but he could like the judge can change that. So
Hmm.
but it's kind of like them until like here is your evidence. Like
Okay.
the cops need to come up with some evidence to keep this guy in jail.
Oh, all right. And they're trying their hardest, but he's like, why am I here? You literally, they legally can't keep him in a jail cell unless they have concrete proof that he did something.
Probable cause, and they
Yeah.
said um because like that's why this bail hearing was set, and so it is set for February. So they have until February 17th to come up with something.
Oh my gosh, to come up with some reason if he doesn't talk.
Well, no, they need to come up with substantial
Mm,
proof that would keep him in jail. Otherwise,
that's
he
crazy.
can
They're
left.
literally keeping him in for all of the holidays, like you were just saying.
Hmm.
That's insane. Because he could be an innocent man. We don't know. Or he could have done all these horrible things.
Right. The thing is, and I mean, yeah, if he did that, of course he deserves to be in there. But like, it's so hard when they've already messed up so many times on this case.
Yeah. Like, it's hard to believe them when they have messed up this many times. Like, what? Police, are you just like grabbing it from a straw and going, ooh, this one looks like fun this time? Let's ask this
No,
one some
no.
questions.
I mean, they do have probable cause. Like one of the other guys, um, had made a fake. I think it was a Snapchat
Okay.
profile, and he is a sex offender.
Oh, wow.
um,
Okay.
for predating on girls, but he claims like I don't know them, I've never seen them. So apparently he sent them a snapshot or some
Okay.
snapshot shot or
Okay.
whatever, with Snapchat.
Yeah.
So he was like one of the prime suspects because he had that connection because they were going back and looking through like sex predators and all that around the area.
Okay.
But so yeah, so they did have probable cause. It's not like they just picked him out, but like guys, it, you're you're doing this several times.
They're just picking the wrong people over and over and over again, it seems like. They're trying to find who the right one is, and they're just getting lost and confused. Or they have too many suspects and they really didn't narrow it down enough.
Mm. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Okay, so now that we talked about that little update, got you. Like
If
I
the
said, too, I
guy's
know that you're
innocent,
kind
that
of in
kind of
the
sucks
dark
for
with
him
me.
and his family over the holidays.
It really does. Not only that, but they drug all these men's names. They are forever
Yeah,
connected with this case, if they did it or not.
that's true.
Okay. All right. So I know a lot of people have been asking about Quinton Simon. So Quinton Simons, um, his remains have been found. So the toddler, according to police, the remains were discovered in the landfill in Georgia,
Ooh.
and they are, well, remains were discovered, so they are thought to be the toddler. So right now, his mother is the only suspect in this case,
Oh,
and
wow.
she's been detained, and she's on suspicion of malicious murder, and concealing a death, and falsely reporting, making up false statements.
Oh, wow. So they definitely think
Yeah.
100% we got the mom. It's the mom. We just got to get this confession out of her for killing her own kid. Wait, did she kill her own kid? I'm not familiar with the case.
Uh, it's a crazy one. Like, okay, so he's 20 months old. So for anyone that's not familiar, this 20-month-old just like vanishes from the home. He was missing since October 5th by his mother, who claimed that her boyfriend had seen him in the family like home of Savannah, which where they live. So she lives with her boyfriend, her, and then it's her mom, and I think her mom's boyfriend. So they're all
Oh,
living
wow.
together, right?
Okay.
Okay, so she says that her boyfriend saw Quinton at 6 a.m.
Hmm.
And I don't know if like she was just like napping until then or whatever, but she says that she calls 911 around 9:30 when they realize that they can't find him. So
Okay.
I'm not sure like on those type of details. So police end up conducting the search, and Quentin and his younger brother had been taken care of by this babysitter for about 6 months now. So even when their
Okay.
mother wasn't working, she was still like helping out with the kids. So on October 5th, so that same was it that same day? Yeah, it was the same day. She was scheduled like to watch the kids, but the family ended up telling her like, "Hey, we are not going to need you today." Um, when she learned, that the younger boy had actually been reported missing, she's like, "I thought that was strange that like instead of being like, "Hey, my son's missing," like,
They just
and
said,
the thing,
hey, you don't need to come in today.
right? And she got a text too. It was at 5:29 a.m.
Huh.
So it's before they claimed that last they
They went
saw
missing.
him. Yeah,
Ah, interesting.
yeah,
That makes me think some malicious play was definitely there and they were just trying to hide it.
yeah. I don't know. It's really weird. And then like she says at 9 a.m. I got a text saying, "Have you seen Quentin? I can't find him." And so she's like, I immediately went over to their house to look for him. Um, and she's like, we were just like walking around everywhere. So here's the deal.
Hmm.
This whole family has issues. Like her mom's been in jail before. Um, she currently doesn't even have custody of her kids. It is her mom that now has custody of the kids.
Oh, okay.
Um, the baby daddy hasn't seen his kids in over 8 months. But that same night, she texted, like the night that he went missing, she texted him and asked him if he wanted to come get his son in the middle of the night.
Oh, okay. That's a little really odd. Like, why would you text saying, hey, come get your son, but your son's missing?
Here's the thing. So Harvey Moss, which is Quinton's biological father, right?
Mhm.
Hasn't been seen in 8 months. His mother passed away on October 23rd. His father was in a critical hit and run and passed away on November 4th.
Oh, wow.
So, like, having two of his other family members
Pass away so soon. Like,
unexpectedly, both of them
yeah.
were like, it kind of raised some eyebrows, right?
It sounds very much more than unexplained.
Yeah. And, like, at the time,
I
like, police
hang on.
automatically
I'll
believed
be
that he
back.
wasn't
My
alive.
dog is throwing up.
Oh, great.
It's okay. You can keep
Yeah,
explaining. I'll be
I'm
back.
gonna keep going. So the mom was seen at the bar while people looked through landfills. I mean, and people were like criticizing for her for not looking, but honestly, like, would you really want to look for your kid in a landfill if you didn't have anything to hide? You know, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe some type of crazy accident happened. I don't
He was just making hacking noises for the fun of it.
know. Okay, good.
Right?
Well, like, okay, so people were just fully on attacking. I mean, they automatically believe that it is the mom, and we might never find out why. If the police have something on her or not. But I'm like, well, okay, there are four different people that are in that house.
Yeah.
Like, did an accident happen, or were there drugs involved because they have had drugs in the past, or did like his biological father actually come and get him? I don't think that one is actually true, but
No. Especially
but
because they texted him
theories
after they
there.
said he went missing. I think there was definitely some kind of foul play going on. And they just were trying to hide
So
it and
I wonder
find
what
the
they
best
have
way to
against the
hide it.
mom. Yeah, well, and they can definitely hold her though, because police,
Mm,
so they can hold her for a bit.
nice. So they're gonna hold her
I
for
don't
2 months and
somebody
then see what she says.
never know. Like, I don't know.
Interesting.
Oh, um, okay, another little update. Okay, this is on 5-year-old Mike Vaughn, and so he was last seen July 27th, 2021, at home in Fruitland. It's kind of like an isolated community out in Idaho, about 50 miles northwest of Boise.
Okay.
So he was last seen like with black boxer briefs, sandals, and a light blue Minecraft shirt. Um, some months after searching for him, like nothing has come up. So now he would be 6 on June 24th.
Okay.
On Saturday, the searches, I mean, we're still having searches and stuff that are still continuing for this. Um, so there was a tip that the police think that are reliable that says that the boys' remains may be at a neighborhood's backyard.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Um,
Like, do they know who did the tip, or was it totally anonymous?
it, they're not saying who the tip is. I mean, for your own safety, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So there was a post. So um, this woman posted TikTok. She posted on social media. She um, revealed that she had stuck like his missing person flyers on the fridge, and which featured like several photos of him to her kitchen refrigerator, which and like she can be seen in the pictures like sobbing and stuff over it. And people think that this is very odd. I'm like, okay, I haven't seen the video, so I'm like, I don't know. Like, but I'm like, okay, if there's someone in your community that maybe you were close with, like, why would that seem very odd? It has been a year, but like, there's stuff on my fridge that's been on there for years.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit weird.
So, um, so this woman is now she's detained um into the relationship of the disappearance of the little boy.
Mm.
Her name is Sarah Wander. She's 35. She may know about the child's death.
Oh,
She faces felony accusations of failing or delaying a death notification. So they don't know, like, if she even did it, but the fact that she might have known what happened and now is failing or denying it. I don't know.
it makes it interesting.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
So she's gonna, yeah. So, and then she actually appeared in court yesterday, and they said that this was a very credible tip. I don't know exactly what that means, but so one of the chief officers was saying that during the course of the investigation, we received information of the remains of Michael Vaughn might be found behind the house.
Wow.
As a result, we were able to obtain a search warrant. We haven't found anything yet. We will continue to ex- we will continue to search in hopes of finding his remains.
That's crazy, but like, why does she know this tip? That's what I'm wondering.
Or whoever did it. Whoever put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the detective Huff said that the couple that lives in the home where the search is being conducted, so they don't own the home. And they have no connection with
Hmm.
the Vaughn family.
Hmm.
So I mean, but
Interesting.
like police have like backhoes, they have canines. They're
Yeah,
putting dirt in dump trucks. So if there is something back there, they will find it.
that's true. That's true. Those dogs are so freaking smart. They're trained so well to do their jobs. They'll find remains if it's there, no matter how deep it is. And usually people don't dib that dink, dib that dink, dig that deep. Hmm. I can't word.
That's okay. They're hard.
Words are hard. Why do words have to be so difficult?
I don't know. Yeah, I
I
mean, and
don't
those
know.
are just the little updates that I have. Yeah, that's all. I was like, okay, the past 2 days. I gotta. All right, cool. Well, thanks for watching. You guys can always find us at crimetheoriespodcast.com. You can find our podcast pretty much wherever podcast. It's Crime Theories. We're on Facebook. Check it all out. And we're on a connection show. And of course, go check out my sisters as well. Where to find you.
Oh, they can find me here on Twitch, and I'm on YouTube, but I've only barely posted on YouTube, so mainly find me on Twitch until I post more on YouTube. Eventually, I'll make a thingy on the thingy reels that people watch a lot. What are those called? The Twitter? The no? The TikTok. I'll eventually make a TikTok too. But for now, mainly on Twitch under Pippin Quest.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Okay, I'll see you guys next time.